guys, welcome back again to my channel. Today we are doing the new animes that is coming out for January of 2024. So they may not be every month, but they will be there. And I want to actually start reviewing these soon, so I'm going to try and see if I can get this on my phone again. So when I definitely done it before, where I started to react to Boys Over Flowers. No, Cheeky Angels. I did a few episodes of that, so I still want to do that, but with the new animes. So if I could obviously review it, I would do it. Most of these animes are a bit questionable, but you know. So the first one we can start off is Gushing Over Magical Girls. You can kind of tell by the picture that it looks a bit like it's going to be something. So some of these will have a little subscription about it, some of them won't. So this says, Higari Utana is a normal magical girl, loving middle school girl. Or at least she was, but when someone, then some talking mascot shows up at the blue and casts a spell on her. Now her chance is to join her beloved magical girls as a villain. This shy magical girl fan transforms into a sadist dominatrix. And this is from a manga. I've never even heard of this at all. Oof, sorry. Message. So next up we are going to, so that comes out on the 3rd of January. Also coming out on the 3rd of January we have the Classroom of the Elite Season 3. I have not even watched Season 1 yet, so I might have to watch Season 1 to continue if I want to watch Season 3. So, yeah. Next up, January the 3rd as well, we have bottom tier character Tom Zaki's second stage Season 2. Again, haven't watched Season 1, so we'll have to watch Season 1 first to see if I'm going to continue on. So it says on here, with no rules written, no written rules, the real world is hard for gamer Tomozaki Fumiya, but he's about to get the experience he needs from a seasoned player. From the 3rd of January, we have something called Ishura. So in a world where the Demon King has died, a host of demigods capable of felling him have inherited the world. A master fencer who can figure out how to take out their opponents with a single glance. A lancer so swift they can break the sound of a barrier. A Wyvern rogue who fights with the legendary 3 legendary weapons all at once. Oh, sorry, and a powerful wizard who can speak thoughts into being, an Angelica assassin who deals instant death, eager to attain the title of the true hero. These champions are each pursue challenges against the formidable foes and spark conflicts among themselves. This battle determines the mightiest of the mighty beings. Also guys, if I do start to watch these new animes, if I continue on and I continue watching the whole lot of them, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to obviously get that anime on DVD if it comes out. So the last anime I just said was actually from a manga. Never heard of that one. So next up we have something coming out on the January the 4th. My instant death ability is so overpowered. That just sounds like a boring bloody name. So awakening to an absolute chaos and carnage on a school trip. Yuguri Takato just goes that everyone in his class has been transported to another world. He has somehow managed to sleep through the entire ordeal himself, missing out on the gift powers bestowed upon the others by a mysterious sage who appears to transport them. Even worse, he and another classmate were ruthlessly abandoned by their friends, left as bait to distract a nearby dragon. Although not terribly bothered by the thought of dying, he reluctantly decides to protect his lone companion. After all, a lowly level 1000 monster doesn't stand a chance against his secret power to invoke instant death with a single thought. So if he can stay awake long enough to bother to use it, that is it. So this guy, if he can't be bothered to stay awake, then he can't be bothered to use instant death. Okay, this is from another manga as well. January the 4th, we have something called Delicious in Dungeon. The Knights of Leia set out with a skilled party to claim the treasure of the Lost Kingdom. Buried deep beneath the graveyard of a small village, unfortunately they were disturbed by a flame dragon who ate Leia's little sister, Felin. Although the party managed to teleport out of the dungeon, they left their equipment behind and were penniless. Demoralised, the party broke up. Now Lois must tackle the dungeon again, and with only 1 month to save Felin before she's actually digested. So she's alive, but she has basically 1 month till she... I saw that I had a box that came that I didn't think was actually going to be arriving today. So, okay, unbox that in a minute. Yay. Okay, so next up, coming on the 4th of January, we have something called Chained Soldiers. So, otherworldly spaces known as demon cities appears in the various parts of Japan, and those who partake in the peaches, growing their gained unique abilities, but only if they're girls. So one day down in the dumps, a high school boy named Yuki Wagner suddenly gets lost at the entrance of a demon city. There he meets Koko Yusen, the beautiful leader of the 7 programs of Magical Defense Corps, who orders him to become her slave. So this is from a manga, so some of these I'm quite intrigued by. Some of them I'm like, some of these animes I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited for that to come out. So I don't know, I haven't actually looked of what anime is actually coming out. I haven't like slept through anything, so I would not know. So next up we have some comedy zone that's coming out on the 5th of January called Sasaki and Peeps. Whew. Even though Sasaki Joel's corporated life is constantly filled with work, it leaves him tired and unfulfilled at the end of the day. So in search of companionship to fill the emptiness in his life, he visits a pet shop on a whim, not realising he's about to change his life forever. So after settling on an adorable bird and bringing it to his home, his new roommate reveals that he's actually an incredible sage from another world, who probably bestows Saki with supernatural powers, as well as the ability to cross between the worlds. Okay, this one's a lot. Really? I'm going to buy a bird. The bird is a sage. It's going to give me powers. I can do multiple things. It gives me supernatural powers, and I can move between time and space. Okay. Like, look at the cover. Really? That's the only cover to go for. It's not a manga as well. Okay, 5th of January, the wrong way to use healing magic. So high school nobody Yusato was just waiting for the rain to stop after someone took his umbrella when he unexpectedly meets 2 of his school's most popular students. Happily, they're both really nice, and Yusato quickly feels that they're all way of becoming good friends. Unhappily, the 2 of them get summoned to another world, and he's pulled along with them. So Kazuki and Suzune are, of course, the heroes of the kingdom was looking for, but Yusato is far from useless. He turns out to have the rarest of all powers, the healing magic. He would be really helpful in the fighting of the demons, assuming that the training doesn't kill him first. Why is it always one that does it? 5th of January, we've got something called The Legend of Super Normal Preference Chiba. That's all I've got, just this picture. I have no idea. Next up we have 5th of January, the Demon Prince of Momochi House. So this guy looks like Tomo from, oh my god, what's it called? Of Kashmish, I can't say the word. But anyway, so the orphan Himuri Mochi receives a will detailing her inheritance on her 16th birthday. She goes to this Momochi family estate, which turns out to be the border between the real life and spirit world. There she's attacked by a demon and saved by a mysterious shapeshifter man named Oi. That's kind of definitely giving that. Sorry, I had another package arrive. Lol. So next up we have on the 5th of January, Pon no Michi. So Hiroshima's prefecture Omichi City High School student Nashiko Jipensha was kicked out of her house without a place to play with her friends. She learns that Mahjong parlor that her father used to run is now vacant. She fixes the parlor up and turns into a place where she and her friends can have fun, cook and have tea, and sometimes play Mahjong. Does not seem like an anime that we'll go for. Then we have on the 6th of January, Kingdom Season 5. Never even, like, watch this anime at all. Does not seem like it for me. So if I want to this, I probably will have to watch season 1 of Kingdom. So we'll see how that goes. On the 6th of January, we have something called Tales of the Wedding Rings. So when Sato's best friend Him tells him that she's moving, he decides to follow. After crashing her wedding in another world, he ends up as the groom when she suddenly kisses him. Prophecy states that her husband is destined to be a Ring King, a hero of immense power who will save the world from the Abyssal King. There's always one. On the 6th of January, we have something called Cycle O. It's Zukan, the Ultimate Battles. I'm guessing it's between animals and dinosaurs, I don't know, I have no clue. Then, okay, 6th of January, we have something from the Blue Exorcist, the Shimen Illuminati Saga. So I've already watched the Blue Exorcist, but this is a new Exorcist. Okay, intrigued. Oh, I forgot someone saying this is coming out. So on the 6th of January, we have the Solo Leveling. So I've never read the manga, but everyone said that they love the manga so much they couldn't believe that it's coming out as an anime. I was like, oh, okay. So it's been over a decade since the sudden appearance of the gates, the path that connects our world with a different dimension. Since the certain humans have awakened to supernatural powers, we call them individual hunters. Hunters make their living by using their powers to conquer dungeons inside the gates. In this world of tough customers, the low-ranked hunter Jinwoo Sung is known as the weakest hunter of mankind. So one day, Jinwoo gets fatally injured when he runs into a high-ranked double dungeons hidden within a low-ranked dungeon. Just then, a mysterious quest window appears in front of him. On the verge of death, Jinwoo accepts the quest and starts leveling up while the others aren't. Okay. So I will definitely watch this because it does sound quite interesting. On the 6th of January, we have something called Mashling Magic and Muscle Season 2. So I have seen clips of this anime and I'm like intrigued. I'm like, okay, maybe I have to watch Season 1. Then we have on the 6th of January something called Harry Mawai Koni. I have no idea what this is and I doubt I'll be able to watch this anyway. Next up we have something on January the 6th, the Strongest Tanks Labyrinth Raids. Why is everything gaming kind of styled? I'm going to get transported to another world, I bet. So Rude is the tank of the hero's party and is said to have the highest defense ever in history. The party often does labyrinth raids, but to Rudd it means more than just a raid. To cure his beloved sister's illness, he is in search for the wish-granting treasure that might be hidden in those labyrinths. So one day this arrogant hero kicks him from the party after an successful raid attempt, blaming it on his skills whose effectiveness they are still unaware of. So without knowing nowhere else to go and nothing to do, he decides to return to his hometown, where his sister is waiting. On his way there, he serves a girl who has been attacked by a monster. Unexpectedly, this girl has an extremely rare skill called appraisal. Thanks to her skill, Rude is able to discover the truth behind his unknown skills, which turns out to be a very powerful skill with a defense of 9,999, and a powerful skill slashed between the ventures of the strongest tank, Rudd. Rudd. What kind of name is Rudd? Okay, it's from a manga as well. Okay, 6th of January. So, just looking. This, I was literally gonna get this manga, but I was like, I don't know. This is called A Sign of Affection. Yuki is a typical college student whose world revolves around her friends, social media, and the latest sales. But when she chance encounter on a train leads to her meeting friends of friend and a fellow student, Itsuma-san, her world starts to widen. But even though Itsumi can speak 3 languages, sign language isn't one of them. So I'm intrigued. That sounds like fun. 7th of January, Mr. Villain's Day Off. So a certain man is, in his working life, a major leader in an alien organisation bent on world destruction, the Evil League. But even bad guys need a chance to rest, and on his days off, he just can't try new flavours of ice cream. He can now over pandas and awkwardly helping human children, and his chef rival, the Ranger Dawn Red, a villain that helps his rival. Okay. 7th of January, we have the 7th time the villainess enjoys a carefree life. So we have a few of these kind of like this, where the villain becomes the villainess. You know. So Richie can't catch a break after being spun by her fiance. She fled her home country to make a new life for herself 6 times. In each case, she chose a different path to happiness, only to die at the age of 20. So 5 years after setting out, each time she has to re-awaken at the moment of being dumped. She's about to start her 7th loop, and this time she thinks she figured it out. Each death was somehow related to a war started by the Emperor Arnold. So this time the plan is to stop the war before it starts. And when Arnold himself proposes to her the night of her escape, that seems like the good way to go, to do as any. The guy that's going to destruction the Mesa gets killed. Goes after her. Yes, please. Okay. Next up, we have something on the 7th of January. Banished from the Heroes Party Season 2. So obviously need to watch Season 1. 7th of January, Fluffy Paradise. So after meeting an untimely end due to overwork, a young Japanese woman is offered a deal. Be reincarnated in a fancy world where their god trying to discover... Sorry, my mouth is so freaking dry every time I try and speak so long. Trying to decide if humans are worth the trouble in exchange for one special skill. So based on her love for animals, the woman asks for ability to communicate and pet every species out there, and her wish is granted. So with the caveat that humans won't be nearly as keen on her as her fluffy and scaly pals. So reborn as the youngest daughter of her powerful noble family, this little Nefania thus begins her life with one goal, to pet them all. That due to humans deserve Dexter's. Things will just have to wait. So she wants to pet every animal out there. Okay, something's gonna happen. January the 7th, we have The Dangers in My Heart Season 2. Again, I have to watch Season 1 first to see if I'm going to continue on. 8th of January, The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devils. So determined to protect his demon world from heavy angels, demon Masatora Akutsu heads to Earth in search for a charismatic human to rally his kin. So masquerading as a high school student for his recruitment mission, he's captured with the lonely Lily Amina, but he's in for a wild celestial surprise because she is his arch nemesis, an angel, and she is set on reforming his demonic ways. Okay. 8th of January, 'tis time for Torture Princess. A princess held captive subjected to merciless tortures by the Hell Horde. I don't think that's going to be something I want to watch, because I feel like it's going to be like, no. Oh, hiccups. 8th of January, we have the Solitude to Reality Noir Season 2, Season 1. 8th of January, Hokkaido gals are super adorable. So high school boy Sabana moves to Katami City in Hokkaido, I can't say the word, I'm sorry, where he meets a gal at the bus stop. The start of a standalone against the white snowscape, bare legged despite the freezing cold, captures his heart. I bet the guy looks like weird or something like that. 8th of January, we have Tsukumichi Moonlight Fantasy Season 2, Season 1. So after Makoto Mishi defeats Mitsuku and Sophia Bulga, humanity is saved from attacking demon army for the time being. The goddess is aware of Makoto's growing power, but she sees him as less of a nuisance and more of a rival. So Makoto continues his journey to further expand his community and outcast of connect with this more of his kind. 8th of January, we have the Unwanted Undead Adventurer. I don't know why I did that. So Ren Vanna is a 25-year-old adventurer who has been hacking away at monsters for a decade. However, without much talent for the job, Renette finds himself stuck hunting slimes and goblins for the major amount of coins every day. Swallowed whole by a dragon, he wakes up a short time later, not quite dead, but not very alive either. He is nothing more than a pile of bones. Armed with nothing but his trusty sword, tool belt, and a gruesome look, Ren sets off his quest to a newly reborn skeleton to achieve existential evolution, hoping to one day return to salvation with a more human form. Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay, you got on that one. 8th of January, we have High Card Season 2. Don't know what that is. I don't know about this one. So 9th of January, we have the Shaman King Flowers. So they just did a remake of this. Now they've got something called Shaman King Flowers. So 14 years after the Shaman fight, the legacy of your Sakura lives on the Farborough Hills. His son Hara inherits the family's power, but that's a big burden on aspiring shaman. Hannah also faces another challenge. Two mysterious descendants from a distant branch of the Asakura family treat the journey continues from Hannah and the next generation of shamans. Okay. Up next we have something common on January the 9th is Shinobani Crypto Ninja Sakura Season 2. It's an anime that I don't actually look forward to. So if I can watch it, then I will watch it for you guys, but if not, no. 9th of January, we have something called Villainous Level 99. So Yuminella Dolkness is your run-of-the-mid villainess of an Otome RPG, except for the fact that she's also secretly the overpowered hidden boss. Okay, that's like a yes please. I'm just going to leave it at that, so I don't read anymore. 10th of January, we have Dr. Elise, the Royal Lady and the with the Lamp. So Oi Takamoti was once an evil empress named Elise before being executed by her husband Lyndon. When Elise is reincarnated into the modern world as Oi, she becomes a surgeon to atone for her mistakes. However, after she died in a plane crash, she is once again reincarnated back to her former life as Elise 10 years before execution. She avoids marrying Lyndon this time, a vow to prevent a tragedy. With a medical knowledge, she decides to become a doctor again in this life. Ooh. Okay, that sounds good. What is this? 10th of January. Cherry make magic. 30 years of virginity can make you a wizard. What the F is these animes? Adachi is 30-year-old virgin, has developed the power to read people's mind by touching them. After brushing his very handsome colleague, he realizes that he has a raging crush on no other than this guy himself. Cool. 10th of January, we have Metallic Rogue. In a world where humans coexist with androids called Neans, a group known as the Immortal Lines rises up against society, tasked with disposing of the revolters. A named Rogue Rester, aka Metal Rogue, and investigator Nonomi Othman heads to Mars to track them down, but first, Rude wants some chocolate. Okay. Then 10th of January we have Sengoku Yoko. The world is divided into two factions, humans and monsters called Katawawa. Despite being a Kawata, can't say it, Tama loves humans and vows to protect them from evil, even if it means fighting her own kind. Her step-brother Jinka, however, hates humans, despite mostly being one. So the siblings are joined by Kari swordsman named Shinsuke, who wants to learn how to become strong. So the pitch doesn't really give much, but the synopsis is like, okay. 11th of January, we have the Delusional Monthly Magazine. Okay, the story takes place in the town of most city in a certain country. On the second floor, an old building is a published company that puts out a periodical called Delusional Monthly Magic, a magazine, a science magazine featuring articles about shocking, bizarre events and unexplained performers. Oh, this sounds like absolute dog shit. Sorry. 11th of January, The Witch and the Beast. So Ashava, a soft-spoken man with delicate features and a coffin strapped to his back, and a courage of a black rose. So then we have guided a feral violent girl with long fangs and the eyes of a beast. Okay, that I'm going to get that as well, because that sounds good. I don't want to know anything else. Okay, so the 11th of January, we have something called the Yuzu Satsune. So this is coming out for 2024, of course. So I think this is going to be a remake, because they have done this before. Then the 11th of January, we have Bang Brave Bang Bavan. Lewis Smith is Nasami Oi, our enemy pilot. So kind of a mecha anime. So we have gaming and mecha. Can you give me something that's a bit more, you know, there? 12th of January we have Snack Basu. That is it. That's all I know. 12th of January we have the weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash. Okay, so young Ivy can't catch a break even though she has a few memories of her past life. She was born into an RPG like world in the weakest class and worse the weakest rank. Okay. 13th of January we have Buchiguri. So Arajin Tomoshibi's reunion with his old pal Matakara Asamin takes an unexpected turn when they stumble into a brawl with the toughest girls in town. 13th of January we have Card Fight Vanguard Divine Sea. So this is like loads, and I've heard, obviously I have back years I watched the first season of Card Fight Vanguard and I did not enjoy it. So this is something I probably will not play. It's a card game. Okay. 14th of January we have something called the Menji Gekken 1874. So in 1874 it's been 7 years since the start of the Meiji era and the Japanese government pushing its policies to catch up with the might of the Western nations. So former Azu retains Suzuma, I can't say them, has thrown away his sword and got rid of his top knot, and he's now a rickshaw driver in Tokyo, but his swordsman skills are from the bushwalk and still alive and well. Okay. 14th of January we have the Fire Hunter Season 1, Season 2. Never even heard of that one. Again, 14th of January we have the Yamabishi Japanese Ghost Stories. Moving on, then we have something that's coming out in January, but we don't know what date. There's Mento Isekai no Yukakutuku. I don't know how to say that. So Yoshiko Yukawawa is a major hot spring fan who finds hidden springs refer to the community of local areas. However, he dies after falling off a cliff and transported to an alternate world thanks to his individuality. However, is of a small shrine nested in the rocks. Oh, fudge off. Okay, that's pretty much everything I believe is coming out in January. The mangas, or sorry, animes. It might not be all of them because they don't show all of them anymore, so it's depending on us. But there's no animes for next month that I'm quite intrigued. So no animes for January that I'm like, yes, I want to watch that. But again, I am going to try and review these animes. If I like them, I will continue on the episode. If I don't, get out of here. Pretty much. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.